Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Omar Yaku. The NBA 2K23 Summer League is in full swing in Las Vegas, and two kids from the Valley are helping put Phoenix on the map for basketball talent. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Green has more on the two rookies and childhood friends.
Jalen Williams and Ty Washington Jr. are making strides in their NBA Las Vegas Summer League debuts. Williams and Washington Jr., both drafted in the first round, are getting a taste of what it's like to play in the NBA during the week-long stretch of games. But their journey on the court together started years ago.
Me and Jalen played against each other when we were like babies, like 8, 9, like growing up from like middle school, early high school. That was really it. This is my first time playing against them since, so it's been a long time, but just seeing us both out there on the biggest stage, just out there competing and having fun was really cool.
Williams, a 2019 Perry High School graduate, played at Santa Clara, while Washington Jr. is a 2021 AZ Compass alum and a former Kentucky Wildcat. While they're carving new paths outside of Arizona for their careers, they're also taking in the moment to reflect.
We're talking about how surreal it is to, even be out here. You go from playing against each other in AAU games when there's nobody in the gym to now, Summer League, and you got Dame and Kyrie all sitting sideline. So it's just a cool moment.
Ty Washington Jr. and Jalen Williams are no strangers to playing on the court together, especially when they were younger. And now they're on one of the premier stages of summer basketball, and they're representing the Valley and its talents to its fullest.
This year we had six people that went to high school in Arizona get drafted. So, it was just showing Arizona, we're not no bummy state. We got a few hoopers out there. So it's just really cool just seeing, two Arizona kids battling.
Whatever their roles might be this season, these two kids from the Valley will be representing Arizona's hoop culture on the biggest stage in basketball. In Las Vegas, Lauren Green, Cronkite News.
Washington's teammate Josh Christopher also has ties to the Valley. The second-year guard played for Arizona State in college. Cronkite News reporter Ian Sachs is in Las Vegas with more on him.
Josh Christopher leads the Rockets in scoring at 19.7 points per game. That's the second highest total of anyone who's played 3 games entering today. The former Sun Devil has shown a lot of growth over the last 12 months since the first time that he suited up for Houston. Yesterday, he struggled to find his shot, but still finished with 18 points to lead the Rockets to a comeback win over the Spurs.
Specifically today, him playing through the adversity and frustration of clearly feeling like he was getting fouled over and over and over, and to keep trying to make positive plays at the rim for himself and positive plays to get downhill for his teammates.
Higgins added that Christopher's development over the last 12 months has been the best part of his game. The shooting guard averaged a hair under 8 points as a rookie for Houston. Christopher and the Rockets are back in action Thursday night when they take on the Trailblazers. In Las Vegas, Ian Sachs, Cronkite News.
The Summer League Suns also hit the court over the weekend with a familiar face from the big league team leading the way, Ishmael Wainwright. Just a few days before rejoining the Suns in Vegas, Wainwright was in Africa representing Uganda in the 2023 FIBA World Cup African qualifiers. It's the national team he played for before his first summer league with the Toronto Raptors last August. Playing for Uganda adds a different perspective to what basketball means for Wainwright.
Those guys play with more of a passion. It's not just basketball. It's more than basketball over there. We're trying to change young kids, a country's, perspective, life. And so it means more than just basketball.
That's all today for Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Jessica.
Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Ian Sachs. Just one day after President Biden received Brittany Griner's letter with her plea for help, Biden called Griner's wife Sherelle on the phone. Biden, alongside Vice President Kamala Harris, called Sherelle in an effort to ensure Griner's family is well assisted during this time. According to the White House, Biden reassured Sherelle that he is, quote, working to secure Brittany's release as soon as possible. The White House expressed a sense of urgency in its public message today.
It is our goal to work with the family to see to it that we are doing everything we can to place their loved one in the most advantageous position to be released.
Stephen Curry just won his 4th NBA title, but he has bigger accomplishments coming on the golf course. Cronkite News reporter Lauren Green was at his junior golf tournament to show why it's so important.
Stephen Curry's second tour stop for his underrated golf tour teed off last week in Wickenburg Ranch. Curry created this all-expense-paid tour to provide a platform and feeder system for minority junior golfers to succeed and be recognized regardless of their race, gender, or class. The tournament consists of 30 boys and girls aging from 12 to 18 years old. Parents of these golfers are seeing the dream come to life from what Curry started.
He sees the opportunity as just underrated. I think that's so eloquent. It's really a testament to these kids who are often underrepresented.
Stephen Outlaw, the director of golf at Wickenburg Ranch and one of the spokespeople on the underrated tour panel at this tournament, is no stranger to the lack of inclusivity in golf. Outlaw and his former Georgetown College teammate were the first black men to play golf in the Mid-South Conference in the NAIA in 2003. For Outlaw, Curry's tournament hits close to home.
It kind of brings things full circle. I wasn't used to, in my early days, playing golf, seeing a person of color, right, in my position. It's great to be in this position to host this event, show the young men and women what's possible, and then to see what's possible.
These kids get to showcase their skills on a national stage and get recognition from anywhere. But most importantly, they get to play with kids who look just like them and build relationships that'll last a lifetime.
You don't usually see a lot of people that look like us playing this game, and to see that there are others here that are good and we know what we're doing, it's encouraging and inspiring to keep going.
While these kids are having fun competing and chasing the Curry Cup, awarded to the top golfer at the end of the tournament, they're also on the forefront of change in this new age of golf. From Wickenburg, Lauren Green, Cronkite News.
The next stop on the tour is Houston on July 17th, followed by Tampa. Then they finish up the tournament right in Curry's backyard in San Francisco in August. ASU's new head lacrosse coach, Taryn Van Thoff, was formally introduced as a Sun Devil today. Van Thoff was an assistant coach at Florida before coming to the Valley. Her hiring comes nearly a month after former Sun Devil head coach Tim McCormick left the program. Arizona State was a program best 11-8 last season and reached the Pac-12 title game for the first time. Van Thoff was not only looking to continue this success in Tempe, but aims to grow ASU's brand on the national landscape.
We're going to expand, and we're going to expand the community. And I think that's the biggest thing as we look at ASU and ASU lacrosse and Sun Devils lacrosse, is we want it to be not just here on the West Coast. It's going to be a national brand extending over and throughout.
And finally, the Suns Summer League team heads to Las Vegas this week with their Summer League coach Steve Scalzi leading the charge. With his background in player development, Scalzi is looking forward to representing the Valley with this squad.
Yeah, I find myself leaning on my player development background on that, and then leaning on each of our guys who are filling out the coaching staff. They have a development mindset as well. So we split up, the guys on the roster to be more or less assigned to a coach. It's not positional. It's all just right fit and personality and other things.
The Suns begin their 5-game Summer League stretch this Friday at 7 as they take on the Los Angeles Lakers in Vegas. That's all for today's Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Ethan. Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Ian Sachs. The 2022 MLB All-Star Game finished up yesterday, and one Arizona Diamondbacks player had a unique journey to Dodger Stadium for his All-Star debut. Joe Mantiply has made appearances for minor league and major league teams and even went through the common Tommy John baseball surgery before heading to the D-backs in 2021. The New York Mets originally drafted him out of high school in the 48th round of the 2009 MLB draft, but he decided to take his talents to Virginia Tech instead. As the lone Diamondbacks representative at the All-Star Game, Mantiply threw a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. And in other MLB news, ASU had 6 players selected in the draft this year. It's the most Sun Devils drafted since 2015, when they had 9 players taken. Outfielder Joe Lampe was the first Sun Devil selected. The Cleveland Guardians picked him 92nd overall. And as the Phoenix Mercury gear up for its showdown with the Seattle Storm this Friday, there are several storylines surrounding this game. For starters, it's the return of Tina Charles to the Valley. The former MVP started all 16 games she played for the Mercury and averaged 17.3 points per game before she and the team agreed to a contract divorce back in June. She then signed with the Storm. And this matchup also marks the final regular season meeting between Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird. Mercury forward Rashonda Gray, who began this season with Seattle, relishes the opportunity to play with both legends in the same season.
I really had the opportunity to play with Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. And not many people can say that outside of Tina Charles. So alone for me, I feel like that's history for me, but just to watch them and just for her to just like play against her best friend, which everybody's been waiting for. Seattle versus Phoenix is definitely one of the most historical matchups of this year.
But before the Mercury battle the Storm on Friday, they have a chance to win a few awards tonight at the ESPYs. Skylar Diggins-Smith and Diamond DeShields could secure some of that hardware. Diggins-Smith, who just received the WNBA's Western Conference Player of the Week award, is nominated for Best WNBA Player. DeShields is nominated for Best Comeback Athlete after going through multiple eye surgeries and a tumor removal that caused her to relearn how to walk. And as we continue celebrating the anniversary of Title IX this summer, we head to Tucson, where a high school boys volleyball team is finding success year after year. Cronkite News reporter Ryan Blank showcases the woman behind the program.
Come on, you gotta do something more aggressive. Yes, David! Yes!
In 2015, Lindsay Spivey made history at Marana Mountain View High School, becoming the first woman to lead the Lions boys volleyball program.
My managers at the time for the girls team were boys who played in the program, and they said, "Coach, our coach is leaving. We need someone to take over the program. Will you do it?" I said, "Okay, sure." So opportunity was there.
Before Mountain View, Spivey had no experience coaching boys and didn't know what to expect from her new players.
I didn't really know how they would perceive me, you know, walking in day one when I'm not even 10 years older than some of those seniors. So didn't quite know how they'd act or if they'd respect me, but they did. I mean, it was almost an immediate respect and relationship.
Over her 7+ years here at Mountain View, Spivey has created a winning culture, including the first ever state title appearance in program history back in 2019. In that same year, she was awarded the Arizona Boys Volleyball Coach of the Year award.
It felt amazing, and really any kind of recognition that they get lifts me up, and that makes me feel so good. So just kind of getting that and then having them recognize it, and they were the ones who texted me saying, "Coach, you got the award." It was the best feeling.
She's really taking these kids to another level. She's able to get the kids to buy into her program and to really work as a cohesive unit.
She has really built in respect and discipline into this program. Having to hold a certain character to show like that Mountain View is like a good program and like we're good people.
Since Spivey took over nearly 8 years ago, the Lions boys volleyball program has grown tremendously.
When I first got here, we barely had enough for 2 teams. So a JV and a varsity. Now we have a ton of athletes who are playing club ball. We have 3 almost fully staffed teams, and we've made it to state every year.
With the program Spivey has helped build, she feels like she's found a home.
When I stop coaching, I'll probably just be done. I don't think I'll school hop. I'm here because of them. They're amazing. I feel like the volleyball program just attracts the best kids from Mountain View.
It's like developing a family, because we say it out there too and in here that we're a family, and that's what it becomes. She's an amazing coach. I wouldn't want anyone else.
In Tucson, Ryan Blank, Cronkite News.
Wow, what a great story. That's all for today's Cronkite Sports Report. Back to you, Luke.